just what is the global manager? There is one point of view that says just a manager. There is another point of view that says an entirely different breed of executive that we have not seen before. My point of view is that this is an entirely different breed of executive. We have seen this executive before, but there are very few of them. Let's go back 200 or 300 years. The Hudson Bay Company, the East India Company. Did you know that the East India Company had more soldiers than the entire British Army? Did you know that the East India Company had a budget bigger than the budget of the UK, as it was called Great Britain at the time, Great Britain at the time? So what we had 250, 300 years ago was some brilliant men who could really think geography, business, market, economics, costs, profit, all at the same time. And what made them so exceptional was that they could do that across cultural boundaries. Today, what we have is just more of those executives in our major international businesses. Some of those executives have a team, and the team is close by, like in the same building. Some of those executives have a team that's very distant. They may actually meet one or two members of their team once a week. And the 30 or so that report to them, they could meet only once a month. Yet they have to behave as if they are a team that's close by. So when you go across cultural boundaries, you have to do certain things. The first is build trust. Build trust with people who have a different point of view to you and who also have a different cultural basis. The second is build commitment. Build commitment with people who may actually be applying and pursuing very different strategic objectives. And the third is build a warmth of relationship. Now that may not be too easy, because being a nice guy is not what's required. What's required is to be nice and resilient, pleasant, warm, and yet make the tough decisions. So building a team and being tough requires that all the team members are like you. They can see the bigger picture, they can understand the business, they can understand the constraints and the cultural differences, and yet they can speak the truth. That resilience building that transgresses different cultural norms is something that emotionally is not easy to do. But today's global manager, intellectually sharp and emotionally well prepared, is the sort of guy you need to build those international teams that make your global manager.